These are different names that they gave our ancestors because of how we was killing their ass. And what was he wanted for? Wanted by the U.S. government for the murder of an entire military outpost. Yeah. This was the Illinois. You see them names on there? Left hand, look. Left hand bull, swift hawk, blind man, kills in sight. These are our ancestors. Remember, the Florida Seminoles was using alligators. All right? Redbird and bird. We was using little elk. He was using elks. You see what I'm saying? We was using animals, everything. We was using the whole forest still. We was still in tune back then. Walking eagle. Why didn't they call them that? Because they was using this stuff, you know? Like they was using stuff. Like, listen, man, we been using, man. Look, our roots run so deep. Our roots run so deep, man. You hear me? We wasn't playing. Your ancestors didn't fuck around about this freedom shit. And this was all behind them trying to take our land. Yes, they wanted by the U.S. government, but why did he do that? Because they was trying to take our land. They was raping our the same shit they own. This is about this war. They was trying to prevent what ended up happening. Their kids, us coming up in this. Facts. Better remember who you is, man. You feel me? And remember Chief Chicago and the fight in the line, how they gave it up. Remember the Florida Seminoles, how they gave it up. Them y'all ancestors too. When you needing that courage and that inspiration to remember how we move. When the cause right and it's justice, like right now, we don't want to go to war, but they ain't gonna give us nothing back. They not just gonna give it back to us. You think they gonna just give it back to us? Look at this, y'all. They didn't forget that. Wanted by the U.S. government for the murder of an entire military outpost. You talking 50 to 60 to maybe 100 men, armed men. One God did that. One by himself. Come on, they didn't forget that. The oppressors didn't forget this type of shit. They ain't giving us nothing back. Why you think they gonna give us back? They had to work hard to get it. Our ancestors ain't make it easy. Hold on. He ain't make it easy. We ain't just give it up. That's what I'm saying. They hide all these stories to keep the rebel spirit down. It's already in you to rise. So to keep it down, you know what I'm saying? They try to hide that type of shit. But right now they kidnapping our babies, killing our kids. How is we supposed to react? Making us pay for everything. We gotta go work for shit. This our land. We don't want to war for it. Can we just get it back? But they ain't gonna just give it back. So what does that mean? Okay, we've already marched. Our ancestors ain't marched, man. Come on, man. That's why they hide that. They don't want you to remember. They don't want you to know, hey, you the end. They don't want you. That's too much more pain on top of pain. So you're like, hold on. Now, when you find out you're the Indians, so you're like, hold on. So first off, we was the Indians first. You telling me we was the Indians first. And then they enslaved us and got us in physical shackles. And when they finally physical shackled us, then they renamed us. We became African American slaves. And then after they freed us, they divided us into African Americans and Latin Americans. We became Puerto Ricans and everything else. And black people. So, yes, that's what happened. Yes, nigga. So then you really be like, oh, this is my land. Fight. Like, you know this your land if you know you the Indians. You're like, damn, hold on, the Indians was already here. Oh, damn, we the Indians? Yes. And before you were Indians, you was just gods. You became Indians after you fell in frequency. It's been a long time coming, Reflections. You got to remember who you are, man. This is an ancient war. This is ancient energies here. You was good at killing in water. That's what you was saying.